The hidden cost of buying a home in Richmond and how to budget for them without stress. Here's the truth. When most people think about buying a home, they focus on the down payment and the monthly mortgage. But in Richmond, and really anywhere, there are a handful of hidden costs that can sneak up on you if you're not prepared. The good news, when you know what's coming, you can plan for it and avoid the budget hangover that surprises so many first-time and even experienced buyers. So today we're breaking down the hidden cost of buying a home in Richmond and how to budget for them without stress. Let's start with the big one, closing costs. Most buyers know they exist, but few know what's actually in them. In Richmond, closing costs typically range from about 2 to 3% of your purchase price. So if you're buying a $400,000 home, expect somewhere around $8,000 to $12,000, and that number includes things like lender fees, title insurance, recording fees, and your share of property taxes. The exact total varies depending on your loan type and where you're buying. Henrico, Chesterfield, and Richmond City each calculate taxes a little differently. Now here's a tip. Some of those costs can be negotiated. Depending on the market, sellers sometimes offer credits towards closing costs, especially if the home's been on the market a while. It's all about timing and leverage, and that's where having a strong agent in your corner matters. Next up, home inspections. This one area is where you don't want to cut corners. A general home inspection in the Richmond area typically runs $400 to $600. If you had specialized inspections like radon, well, septic, or chimney, you might add another few $100s. One of my clients once joked their inspection report looked like War and Peace. I told them, good. That means your inspector was thorough. Now remember, inspections are an investment in peace of mind. They help you understand the home's true condition so there are no surprises later. Next, appraisal cost. If you're financing your purchase, your lender will order an appraisal to confirm the home's value. That usually costs between $500 and $700 in the Richmond market. It's paid up front once your lender orders it. Now, quick note, if you're paying cash, you can still choose to get an appraisal, and many smart buyers do. It's cheap insurance to make sure you're not overpaying. Now, let's talk about something most buyers don't think about until the last minute. Homeowners insurance. In Virginia, annual homeowners insurance averages around $1,200 to $1,800, depending on the home's size and location. If you're near the river or an area with higher flood risk, you might also need flood insurance, which can add several $100s a year. So here's a tip. Shop insurance early. Don't wait until you're under contract. Rates can vary widely between providers, and little comparison can save you hundreds a year. If this is helpful so far and you want more no-fluff tips on selling smarter in Richmond, hit subscribe right now. I post new videos every week designed to save sellers time, money, and stress. Next up, moving expenses. Whether you're hiring professional movers or renting a truck, moving always costs more than expected. In Richmond, local moves often run between $500 and $1,500 depending on distance and volume. If you're moving out of state, that number jumps pretty fast. Add in boxes, packing supplies, cleaning services, and that inevitable pizza for your helpers. It all adds up. Here's a small but important category, utilities and deposits. When you set up utilities like electricity, gas, and water, some companies require small connection fees or deposits, especially if you're a first-time customer. You'll also want to budget for things like internet installation, which could run $100 or more. So now let's talk about maintenance and updates. Even if your home is move-in ready, you'll want to budget at least 1% of your home's value annually for upkeep. So for a $400,000 home, that's about $4,000 per year. That covers things like gutter cleaning, HVAC servicing, and unexpected repairs. And if you're moving into a newly built home, don't forget about blinds, landscaping, and furniture because builders rarely include these. So here's a simple way to budget smart. I call it the 3-bucket method. Bucket 1, upfront cost. Your earnest money, inspections, appraisal, and down payment. Bucket 2, closing costs, your lender and title fees. Bucket 3, post-closing costs, moving, setup, and maintenance. When you plan for all three, you can move forward with confidence instead of sticker shock. All right, so let's recap. Beyond your down payment, you'll want to plan for 2 to 3% in closing costs, $400 to $600 for inspections, $500 to $700 for appraisal, around $1,500 a year for homeowner's insurance, a cushion for moving and maintenance. The goal isn't to scare you, it's to empower you. When you know what's ahead, you can focus on finding the right home instead of worrying about surprises. Now, if you're thinking about buying in the Richmond area, let's talk. I'll walk you through these numbers in detail, connect you with trusted local lenders and inspectors, and build a personalized plan that fits your budget comfortably. Don't miss next week's video. Should you buy now or wait? The real math behind Richmond's market in 2025. We'll dig into interest rates, inventory, and what the data says about timing your move. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it, and in the comments tell me what's one cost that surprised you when you bought your last home. I'll share some of the funniest and most painful ones I've seen over the years. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.